What's happening?
They're starting to come through, and I can't stop them.
Hey, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video on the Arrowverse as a whole. Now, before we get into things, you're probably wondering, who is this? This isn't Flashverse. And you'll be right in saying that because no, I am not Flashverse. I am Arrowverse Scenes, or Arrowverse Concepts, whatever one you prefer. I'm only filling in for him this week because he is busy doing school exams, so he's unable to record videos for you guys. So today we'll be talking about news that dropped a couple days ago, I believe, regarding Diggle showing back up in the Arrowverse, more specifically Batwoman, in a few weeks. So obviously earlier in the year we had Diggle show up on multiple Arrowverse shows throughout the seasons, such as Batwoman, Legends of Tomorrow, The Flash, Superman, Lois, and Supergirl. And in these episodes we got more to the Green Lantern mystery that began in the Arrow finale a couple years ago. So first of all, we had him show up in Batwoman Season 2, I think it was episode 16 or something, where we had him help Luke Fox deal with him being shot a few episodes prior, which also led Luke to be inspired by Diggle to become Batwing and help Batwoman fight crime in Gotham City. And throughout this episode we also got the mention that Diggle was going to the Gotham City hospital because he had like really bad headaches, which we all knew was related to the ring and what happened in the finale of Arrow. Then a few weeks later we got the Legends of Tomorrow episode, which it wasn't actually Diggle, but David Ramsey did play Bass Reeves, who was a US Marshal, and I think he is one of Diggle's ancestors. I think that is what it's meant to be, but that wasn't important. The next episode we saw Diggle in was the Flash episode during Season 7, and this was probably the episode that had the most stuff relating to the Green Lantern mystery and all that. So in the episode we see him help Team Flash trap and deal with a Godspeed with an Argus device that obviously Cisco made him. And we see him interact with Team Flash. He gives Barry a pep talk, and he actually goes out into the field to help find, I think it was August Hart, and fight some Godspeeds. But during that, we get voices in his head saying, "Worlds await," which is why he went to the Gotham City hospital, which didn't actually do anything. They couldn't figure out what was wrong with him. And at the end of that Flash episode, we see him tell Barry that he is going to finally do something about the ring. He technically alludes to him making a choice. And we still really haven't seen much from that, as the next episode we see him in was Superman Lois, and he basically didn't do much. It was just really a cameo, just because he was making his rounds throughout the shows. I guess they just wanted to put him in there, because all he does is he showed up with some tech to help stop evil Superman and bring him back to the good side, and he helped General Lane and John Henry Irons with a moral decision about whether they should kill Superman or not. And then the final episode that he was in was Supergirl, and this had the second most amount of stuff relating to the voices and obviously the Green Lantern ring. And in that episode we see him help Callie with what she was dealing with, and he inspired her to become Guardian. And at one point throughout the episode he said that he had to make a big decision, and he's talking about whether, like, he had to make a choice on whether to take the ring or not. And that's basically where we are at so far. But at the end of that episode he does walk out into the elevator and he says "Worlds await" again. So that basically means that he's finally doing something about it, and he's going to make a choice on to take the ring or not. And we also do get Brainy's smile after that, because if you didn't know, Brainy is from the future, so he would know if he becomes Green Lantern or not. So that was a little tease. So as I mentioned earlier, there was news that came out a few days ago about Diggle's return to the Arrowverse, and it's actually a synopsis from Batwoman Season 3, Episode 9, I believe. He isn't actually mentioned in the synopsis, but down the bottom it says guest starring David Ramsey, but there is a part of the synopsis that could be talking about Diggle, and that is Jada hasn't given up on rehabilitating Marcus and seeks help from an old friend. So, if you don't watch Batwoman, Jada is Ryan Wilder's biological mother, and Marcus is his sister and Jada's daughter, but Marcus is technically turning into the Arrowverse's Joker, even though there already is one in the Arrowverse, but the new one. And Jada is trying to bring him back and fix whatever's wrong with his head. So, if this old friend that the synopsis mentions is Diggle, he could bring a device or something and could help bring back Marcus. And I'm not sure how likely this actually is, but maybe he shows up with the ring, and that can somehow help rehabilitate Marcus. I'm not sure if they'll work or not, and I don't think that's actually the case, but I mean, it's a possibility, I guess. But with Diggle returning to Batwoman, it raises the question if he's going to show up on other shows just like he did last year. And if he does, we might finally get closure to this Green Lantern mystery on whether he's going to pick up the ring or not. And something that backs this up is that David Ramsey has said that big things are coming. So, does this mean that he is going to accept the ring and become Green Lantern, or does it just mean that he's going to show up on other shows? Or literally, does it just mean that he's going to return to Batwoman even? I don't think it's the latter, but maybe. I do think that he's going to show up on other shows. I think we might see him on Superman Lois again and Flash. I'm not sure about Legends. And obviously not Supergirl, because that's ended. But I do think it's pretty likely for him to show up on Superman Lois or The Flash, because he has showed up on The Flash nearly every season for an episode. Like, season 4, we had him for an episode towards the end, and we had the King Shark versus Gorilla Grodd episode in season 5, I believe. Season 6, we had him for the episode after Crisis. And then season 7, we obviously had him for the Godspeed one. So I think the likelihood of him showing up in Flash is pretty high. I think we could see him there. And for Superman Lois, I think there's a even higher chance for him to showing up there, because I think I remember hearing that towards the start of the season, I think episode 2 or 3, I think maybe 2, there was an Arrowverse cameo, and I'm pretty sure David Ramsey, who plays Diggle, is directing episode 2 of Superman Lois, so I think he could be showing up in there, and that could be a continuation to his story. Anyway, that's about it for this video. Obviously, it's a bit different to what you would find on this channel normally, but hopefully it is okay in the meantime. I'm not good at these commentary videos. I've only done them a couple times, but hopefully you're able to sit through this. I believe tomorrow Flashverse will be having a video recorded by himself. After that, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure I will be recording some other videos for you guys. But yeah, comment your thoughts, theories, and opinions down below. I'd love to hear them. Drop a like, subscribe, and for you guys who'd like to support Flashverse, he does actually have a membership now on YouTube, so under this video, near the subscribe button, there should be a join button. If you would like to support him and the channel and get some cool perks and benefits, you can go do that. If not, that's absolutely fine. But yeah, I'll catch you guys later on. Goodbye.